You'll know. There it is.
Hey.
Hi, guys. Look.
Yeah, we're in the same room. Holy cow. Thank you, Wisconsin.
How are you guys? Good to see you. We're on here a little bit earlier than normal, but only by about 30 minutes or so.
Yeah, that's it.
I can't believe it. We're in the same room together.
Mindset. What does that mean? You know.
Do you have a definition for it?
I don't know if there's so much of a definition. Mindset is more of an activity. I mean, we talked yesterday about, we talked a lot about stuff yesterday. Anyways, we kind of touched on morning routines and how important it was with motivation and inspiration. Mindset definitely is another piece of it, because mindset's going to kind of carry you through the day. I mean, you got the motivation, you got the inspiration, but you kind of need a mindset to get you through the day, and that all creates mindset. So, mindset is very important. And, it's one of the things that I focus on a lot is words and your mind, your thoughts. So mindset is a big one for me, because that's going to determine your entire day is your mindset. Think about it. Mindset is thoughts. Thoughts go into mindset. Your words that come out of your mouth go into mindset, because that's what you're talking about. So it's going to be what you think about. What you think about, you bring about. Stupid as that sounds.
It's totally true, though.
But it really works. I mean, it really happens that way.
Yeah. And that's why I talk a lot about how you wake up in the morning. What is your first thought? What do you do? Do you wake up and go, do you hit the alarm clock and go, I can't today? Or do you wake up and think, I get another day? How do you start that? That's why you've got to be a warrior with your time, especially in the morning and especially at night before you go to bed, because what happens at night?
If you don't decompress properly, you're going to pick up right where you left off when you get up in the morning.
Yeah. So you're going to hit that alarm clock, and you might not even hit the alarm clock yet, and your brain is already still in yesterday, reminding you of everything that went bad, everything that was wrong, what you didn't get accomplished, right?
Yeah.
And even in the days when you're the most successful, or you're feeling like you got a lot accomplished, there's always that one thing that's going to nag at you, right? And if you don't put that at peace, if you don't have that at rest, and know that you'll get to it, you will wake up with it. It will be the first thought you have in the morning. So you really have to be a warrior. You have to be present as soon as you get up to know that I am not going to let those negative thoughts dictate my day, or worse off, my attitude.
But mindset, the cool thing about it is you can change it like that. You can change your mindset in an instant. It's a choice, because we all have to make choices. We make hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of choices every day, and mindset is a choice. I mean, what is your mindset? You going to let things outside of your control bother you and put you in a crappy mood? Is it really that you're in a crappy mood, or is it your mindset just sucks right now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's just something as simple as, you getting stopped by the train on your way to somewhere. And we didn't have the time, right? So a lot of things we're in control of, and a lot we're not in control of. And I don't know which one makes you more mad. The things that you are, the things that you aren't. But it's something as simple as, well, I'm late for my appointment, and you're mad at everybody else. You're mad at the person that's in front of the stop sign that took too long. You're upset with your family because they want to ask you a question before you walk out the door. But in reality, all you had to do was prepare yourself to leave a little bit sooner, or to set an alarm on your phone, because Lord knows we're all walking around with some kind of device to remind us, right, of where we have to be and who we have to see. So be mindful of your time so that you don't get thrown off by something so simple, because when you do go that way, when you let your mind go that way, it actually continues if you do not disrupt it, right?
Yeah, you got to break that pattern. And that's as simple as finding something humorous, cranking the tunes. We talked about this yesterday. Do something that breaks that. Break that habit, get out of that, change that mindset, put that mindset at ease, put it in a better place. you can't accomplish anything when you're in a crappy mindset. So it's going to lead to your feelings. It's going to lead to your mood. It's going to lead to everything. And then, this appointment that you are probably late for because you're stuck at the train and you're pissed off at everybody because, it's your fault. That what if that's like an interview? How is that mindset going to benefit you going into an interview all pissed off because you chose not to leave 5 minutes earlier than what you did?
Right. And don't be afraid to tap into that faith side of you as well. I think we forget a lot of times that prayer is really important. It is for me. It's more than just praying over my food at night with my children, with my kids and my husband. It's about having that daily awareness of, I need strength from somewhere. So don't forget to add that part back to your life because it's really powerful and it can be grounding and really help your mindset along the way.
Yeah. And, I struggle with this too. I mean, my mindset is not like killing it every single day. That's not how it's not how it works.
Reality.
It's a constant effort. It's a constant work. The big thing though is, as we've talked about before, is I know the truth. I know the triggers. I know when my mind is not in the right place. I know when I'm getting anxious. I know I take on a whole different physiology when that happens. My heart is racing different. It's pounding through my chest. I can feel that anxiety, and that all plays in your mindset too. And you just got to be really, really, really self-aware. And when I'm self-aware, that's when things happen, and that's when I can change all of that stuff and make it much better than what it was.
Yeah, it's called really being present, aware, understanding that you are in control. It's funny that you hear this advice all the time, and like Angela is saying that she needed this. Like she needed to hear this today. And oftentimes we get so wrapped into the day that we don't think that anybody else will understand us. So we don't talk about it. We don't bring it to the surface of what we're upset about. And sometimes we can't even put our finger on it. So it's really important to understand where you're going in the day. We can't walk around like zombies. So that's when we talk about being present in every moment that you have. And it does take work. I don't think I could make it through my day without waking up and being coached. I have my own set of inspirations and people that I go to for answers, coaches from all over, because I get something from different spaces at different times. Sometimes it's more faith-based. Sometimes it's really just a solid kick in the ass to really get me moving and get me out of a funk that I'm in. So mindset, yes, daily, all the time, if not daily, even intermittent during the day, to get you set back up. And that's why we come on here live with you all the time.
Yeah, think about it. I mean, the people out there that play sports, I relate a lot of stuff to football because that's what I played for a lot of years. So, think about it. I'm not on the bench on the sidelines. I'm out on the field and I'm playing. And I'm calling the plays, I got all of that, but I still have a coach on the sideline that's talking to me and coaching me through and taking care of me. And I still got my mentors, and I still got a playbook that I have to go by every day. And I still got a prep, and I still, all of that stuff, you can relate it to any sport that you want that you may have played, right? We all need coaches at some point. And it's unfortunate that the industry is tainted the way it is and misunderstood the way it is. And we have, there's some good, really good coaches out there, and there's some really, really shitty coaches out there too. So, when you hire one, just be really cautious about who you're hiring and what kind of training they really had. Did they just read a book, or did they go through some 3-hour course and get stamped certified? Just be really cautious on what you do. And, I personally approach it from a practical psychology standpoint. That's really where I dive in. That's where I indulge. It's all of my training, my coaching, my leading, that's where I spent all my time. And that's the schools I went to do this. So, and don't forget, I think I mentioned this yesterday, we got something really big coming.
It's okay, you can mention it again.
We got something really big coming. We just actually got done doing a video shoot about 20 minutes ago. we didn't take 100 takes. I think we got it done.
At least a 99. Yeah, I'm thinking.
But it was good. It was good. I mean, it worked. It's our introduction video. It's, we're putting all these pieces together, and I'm telling you, man, this thing is going to be, it's pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah, for us, it's all about authenticity and really bringing you into our process too, because, most everybody out there is working on something better for themselves. And it doesn't have to be, owning a global business. It doesn't have to be that. It can just be making it through the day. It can be being present for your family. It can be, enjoying the job space where you are because you love what you do, but you may not love the people that you work with. There are so many different ways to look at this. For me, being a veteran, Fritz talks a lot about the football aspect of it. And I am, not that I didn't play sports, but not at the level that Fritz did. Unfortunately, I was in the basketball world. And then for some reason, going from my 8th grade to my freshman year, I didn't grow anymore. So I went from being the tallest person on the team to the shortest person on the team. I was a really good forward, not so much a good guard. So my basketball season really ended my freshman year in high school. And then I went on to other things. But, coming here from the veterans standpoint, we come with a whole different set of skills. We've gone through boot camp, or as I like to call it, the brainwashing session that teaches us to run towards the fight, right? It's not about us, it's about the person next to us. We come with a whole different set of skills where, I might be able to do things that you can't do, and you might be a lot taller and bigger than me, but I'm sure I can hurt you in some way I know that scares him just a little bit.
Yeah, I still think she could probably kick my ass.
Oh my gosh, but we have so many different skills and leadership and problem solving and just that go at it attitude where no is not an answer. And sometimes when you come out into the civilian world and you're maybe successful in the beginning and that kind of falls apart because you lose your way like I did, you need this. And for me, when he was talking about finding something that you can read and dive into and be careful of who you trust, because they may have read the book and have the certifications, but they've not walked it. And for me, I look for those people who have had the struggle. Those are the books I want to read. That's the podcast I want to listen to, is to somebody that was successful, lost it all, or came from nothing and became successful and lost it all in the middle and realized they had the strength to come back and do it even better than they could before. Because everything that we go through, we're learning. We're learning as we go. We're learning life. We're learning our strengths and weaknesses. And in that, what Fritz and I specialize in is actually seeing it in you when you come to us. We really dig into knowing exactly who you are and where you want to go. And we know that it's all inside. It's inside of you already. We just need to kind of bring it out a little bit, and we know that you're ready because you're here, you're watching, and we thank you so much for being here with us.
Yeah, quite honored that you guys tune in, because I see some names on here that are always tuning in and always here, and it's so freaking cool to see these people come and join us like this. One more thing on mindset. I had a thought, and I think it just went away.
Wow, is that age?
Wow.
Okay, so I'm gonna give I'm gonna give a quick shout out to Nick Valentine. Nick Valentine runs a podcast called Veterans Be Real. I was on it recently, and I think that airs on the 18th, if I'm right with that, Nick. But it's a great podcast, and he's down in Texas, and he's helping veterans as well. He served in the military, and the one thing that I love the most about our veteran community is that it's never about it's never about me. It's never about the person that's going out there and putting their time and effort into helping veterans for themselves. They're doing it for everybody else. And that's what he's doing. He's raising awareness in his area. So big shout out to him. If you don't know it, find it on Facebook and like it and follow him. He's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And thank you, Angela. Touches me right here. I haven't seen you in a long time, and we've talked a little bit, but wow, you just comments like that really let me know I'm in the right place and doing the right thing. Because I'll tell you, man, we're talking about mindset. There are days I'm like, God, is this really what I should be doing? Am I really gonna be out there helping the people? And I know I am, because, you know, we talked, Kim was just literally talking about how she only wants to read the books and be around the people that have struggled and been there or lost it and then got there. And, you know, I had my struggles. I had the mental health illness. I had the attempted suicide. I had the loss of everything. I was completely stuck. I've done the alcohol. I did the drugs, 34 years recovering. You know, I've been there. I've done that. I wear the freaking t-shirt. And, you know, so there's a big, large piece of me that it's time to actually give back. It's time. That's why I chased the coaching field. I've been involved with it and studying it for a really, really long time. And then I finally pulled the trigger. I finally spent the money. I finally got the certifications. And, you know, and now, you know, we're talking mindset. We're talking daily practices.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have daily practices I have to do to put myself in the proper mindset to go through my day, to be able to be there for people. And, you know, one of the things that I talk about all the time, and Kim will say this,
Mm-hmm.
I talk about empathy, love, compassion, and just active listening. And that's the key, active listening. You know, we don't sit and go, cookie cutter it and put some round peg into a square hole. It's active listening. Like, I can't even explain it.
No, that was a beautiful way of explaining it. And it's okay that you have had these things happen, and it's okay that you talk about it, but understand that when we talk about our struggles, we don't wear it as a badge of honor. We don't carry it around with us like it's this piece of backpack that we have to bring with us, and it's, you know, it hurts my shoulder. And, you know, there are things that we say when we're talking about our own circumstances or things that we've gone through, because that's what resonates with you, because we know that you're going through that, right? Whatever that is, somebody has a struggle or a pain point that they're going through. So we don't come on and say it like, oh, look at us, we've all these things that have gone wrong with us. It's look at what we've worked through, all the mistakes that we've made, and that's okay. We're still here, we're still alive, we're still going, and we're thriving, and we want you to too. So that's what he means by, you know, the empathy piece is, yeah, we've been there, we get it. There is nothing that you can tell us that we haven't been a part of in some way or another. And that's what makes us real. That's what makes us love you that much more. Every time you come on here and you listen, whether you comment or not, we know that something is getting through because we have repeat offenders. We have people coming back and watching. And that's good. That's good. We want you to do that. Whatever you're getting out of it is good. We're trying to read the comments. They're so far away. Like, I can't because I don't have my glasses on. I don't have my glasses on, so I can see things, but I can't see what that is. So just barely, yeah. And who's talking about age? What?
Oh. Yeah, let's not go there.
So this is super fun because we talk about this all the time.
Actually, because we're in the same room.
Right. So in the beginning, we were giving class. We gave a class at a location, and it was really successful. And we want to thank those people for coming and showing up and being a part of our experiment, really, to see if this was even going to work, if what we were bringing was valuable. And we had 15 people, and then COVID hit. Not that we weren't talking about all this before, but it was, okay, now how do we shift and still continue to bring this, because it's even more valuable now that we've had a chance to pause and figure out exactly what we want to do.
Yep.
And feeling stuck, oh my gosh, the first 3 days that COVID hit and I couldn't do anything, go anywhere, talk to anybody, I sat and I thought, how am I going to get through all of this piece? And you know who I called? I said, we got to shift something and get this started right now, because if we're feeling like this and we know what's to come, you know, at least we feel that way, that we're bringing value to you, then people out there need this. And I don't care how successful you are, because I consider myself in my own right a very successful person, and I could still sit there and let myself go down that hole of just feeling helpless. And you're not. You've got greatness inside of you. Your life is here for a reason. You are a 1 in a billion chance of happening. So, you know, that's what we're here for, is to knock you off your stool, not literally,
Yeah, let's not do that.
Okay. But we really want to connect with you and get you started on all of the amazingness that you have. So how about we wrap this deal up? Should we
Wrap
put a
it up.
bow on it?
How are we gonna do the music?
I know.
Like, we danced the last couple of days, and I think we're starting to get some fans that
I
actually like.
think so. I
see
think so.
that?
Maybe we should hire a DJ and help us with our music
So,
system.
We'll have music coming. We got to figure that out. We're not prepared for
One
that.
step at a time.
We actually, Kim wasn't prepared to do this live. We got done with shooting those videos, and then I was like, "Hey, let's do our live." And she, okay.
I did.
What's
And
the
then,
topic?
okay.
I don't know. Let's just get on and go.
Let's do it.
And yeah, that's how we do it. That's how we roll a
So
lot of
this
times.
will be interesting. So you always say something, I always say something at the end, and then I'm gonna come in like really close because I gotta hit the end broadcast way over there. So get ready. This would be extreme close up. So thank you so much. We give
Yes.
much gratitude. Thank you for letting us come into your home and be a part of your life.
Thank you, and we love you all.
We'll see you next time.